Hello folks, hope you're all keeping safe and well. Paul here from UK Rails and More, and bringing you back to have another look at another product, the Bachmann's Class 37, and this one is in the rather striking Colas Rail Freight livery, and this particular one is the Merl Evans edition. I'll get this box open and give you a shout back, and we'll have a nice detailed look at it. Okay, bye for now. Okay folks, welcome back. I've now released Merl Evans from his Bachmann box so we can have a nice detailed look at this locomotive. What can I say? First of all, the Colas Rail Freight livery is certainly very eye-catching, quite a stunning livery. It's one of those, when I first saw it, I was a bit unsure. I thought it looked certainly rather loud, should we say. But yeah, it's one that's certainly grown on me, and maybe it's one of those Marmite type colours that does. Let's have a look at it. I certainly think it would look good, as it often does, towing a inspection train, the rail track yellow inspection train, but of course this would do various other duties as well. Incidentally, Redshed 66077 recently captured some footage of it at Levenshulme in Manchester, doing exactly that, and that was quite good, and it's given us a good idea about something that potentially it could be used for on the main layout, amongst other things. Anyway, enough jabbering on, let's have a look. Okay, so from the front, there's the front end with the driver inside as well. Okay, which is good. I was recently saying it's quite good that Bachmann do give drivers to start off with. It's quite a nice thing that they do that not all manufacturers do. Okay, the buffers on this one, the round buffers, are not actually spring rolled on this model, and there are some details on it that perhaps are not quite as detailed as some of the other Bachmann's Class 37s. Okay, so some of the things like the painting of the suspension and things like that, that's blank on this one. So I don't know whether it is a bit more of a basic model. But you have got good levels of detail on the fuel tanks with the gauges, etc. Okay, and some other highlighted areas, and certainly signage. There's a lot of signage on this model as well. The grills, the painting is all very nice, very crisp, and I like this metal work as well on the steps. Okay, let's zoom back out. And of course this one is named Merl Evans 1947 to 2016. There's actually even a plaque, but I think we'd struggle to read that writing on here. For those who don't know, Merl Evans was the head of research and development for Bachmann for 20 years, according to some online research, and this locomotive was named after him by Colas Rail after he'd sadly passed away, in honour of the work and the contribution that he'd made towards Bachmann and developing the product range, the extensive product range that Bachmann do actually produce. So when I read that, I thought that was quite a nice thing to have a locomotive, one of his models, named after him as well. Moving to the other end, the orange end. Okay, and then just to have a look at the roof details. Like the windscreen wipers on there. A fair bit of details with the inspection hatches and the riveting, etc. And again, you've got this very nice grille on the top with the cooling fan there as well. Okay. Okay folks, there's our driver for today, doing a rather diligent job. There is, it's very hard to show you, but it's quite good level of detail in the cab as well. Some of the different things, it's quite hard to see through there, but when you do look at it, there's a nice bit of detail in there as well. Not as much as you would get on the Hattons, but certainly it's good. I do like the grills as well. The grills are very detailed, both the yellow one where it's painted there, and then if you can see the nice black grills there. Okay, and you've got the various ones here as well. They're just very nice details, and also the black actually there, if you can just see that. So that's a nice detail. And also the front end, I'll just bring you back there, just some of the various handrails and hinges from the doorway at the front, and the lights, just very very nice detail on there. Okay folks, so just zoom in again, or zoom out rather. Okay, so that concludes my review today. Hope you've enjoyed that, and if you're looking to purchase this one, found it useful. I will the next thing we'll do is we'll get this having a nice run on the lockdown layouts, and maybe give you some updates on that before I build the main layout. And what I will do is I'll do a quick read of the information on the box as well, but I appreciate that's general to all Class 37s, so if you're not interested, by all means, thanks very much for watching up to this stage. Keep safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, bye for now. Okay, for those who wish to stay, I can read the details on the box. Okay, so the brief history of the Class 37. When the initial 1955 dieselisation plan was announced, no locomotives were envisaged in the 1700 horsepower range. Consequently, the Class 37s were introduced in 1960 as an intermediate loco between the 1250 horsepower Type 2s and the 2000 horsepower Type 4s. Apart from the variation of bogies, changing from castings to fabricated sections, removal of steam heating boilers with some locos, conversion of water tank to extra fuel tanks on some WR units, and fitting of dual vacuum air brakes, few alterations have occurred outwardly to the loco since introduction. When initially introduced, the ER put them on Norwich to Liverpool Street and other Great Eastern Line services, and ran them alongside their stablemate Class 40s. The next batch went to Hull and Tinsley, Sheffield, for working passenger and freight duties, including the Hull to Doncaster portion of the Yorkshire Pullman. Mid-1965 saw pairs of Class 37s working experimental high-speed runs from Paddington to Plymouth, including exceeding 100 miles per hour on several occasions. During 1968, one loco was used to test the Westinghouse air brake system, hauling BR ferry vans, the longest train ever to run on BR. When introduced, the locomotives were finished in BR green livery with a grey roof, with small yellow nose panel, subsequently covering the full nose, and the second BR symbol and full yellow end was applied. Later, freight sector grey livery was applied to allocated locos, including appropriate logo the traffic conveyed. Some passenger locos carried intercity Swallow livery. They also appeared in load haul, mainline and Transrail liveries in the lead up to privatisation. Since 1997 they have carried a number of liveries including EWS and of course this one, the Colas Rail Freight livery. Merl Evans 37099. Hope you've enjoyed the review and I'll speak to you on the next one. Bye for now.